It's a Wednesday, my dudes, and tonight we welcome back some of the hardest workers in the toy community. I'm talking about Marvelous. I'm talking about Comrade. I'm talking about Collector, otherwise known as otherwise known as the GrownAssMenToyz. They're usually outside, but we gotta bring them inside so we can start the show. Machu, do that intro. One day I'll get it right. One day.
Yeah.
It is.
There has been a few days you've gotten it right.
Yeah. I mean, even a broken clock is right twice a day, right? So,
yeah.
It's Wednesday, my dudes, and welcome to episode 116 of Between Two Sentinels. How the hell did we get here? That's what I want to know. And if you don't like it, you got no one to blame but yourself. So, you guys keep showing up. We keep putting on a show. I'm excited about today. We got quite the crew here. We got quite the crew. But before we do that, Machu, how are you?
I'm good. This time I did not take a nap right before the show.
Hashtag
like I did
don't
last
sleep.
week. Don't sleep, right?
Hashtag don't sleep.
Nice. We did go to a toy show over the weekend. Well, separately.
Boy, did we.
I went on Saturday, you went on Sunday.
Yeah, that was weird. It was weird that we did that, but just how it worked out. So, but you had to do that because Sunday you filmed with these guys, and that's how we decided to have another episode tonight.
Yeah.
So, what'd you get? You want to show some stuff off? Are we checking the chat?
Some of my other stuff is still in the bags, but I did get some pinball machines from Rebel Photography, which is awesome.
I wish I was smart enough to pull those out before the show. Look at that. Here, let's give you full screen. Let's make that happen.
So these are 3D printed, and then he printed out the graphics.
Yeah.
And stuck them on there. So they look really cool.
And it's cool because in the chat he shows us the process. So you actually
I like that.
Scale it up and scale it down. That's always it always makes that more fun.
And when he asked me what do I want, I was I said I wanted the Back to the Future one, and then I wasn't sure if he had a Power Ranger one, but he didn't. But he still made a Power Ranger one for me.
Yeah,
so
that's pretty awesome. Nice.
Yeah,
very cool.
And if you haven't noticed, I'm not in my collection room right now. My normal streaming room. I'm in my work room. My chilling.
You're in the
other
office.
Room.
Yeah, I'm in the office.
Well, technically that was the office, and then I stopped because it was just getting too tight in there with all
the
lab.
Toys. Call this the lab because you're always cooking something. No, kitchen. We call it the kitchen because you're always cooking something in here.
Yeah, even though there's no food.
I
don't allow food in here.
No, that's how we get ants. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, I bought way too much stuff at the toy show. But if you watched the Lone Wolf Labs episode with Yimbo, he talked about some pretty girthy trees. And I got what I was told is the biggest, girthiest tree.
That's not the girthiest one.
What are you talking about? I'm told this is a fine size and it's perfect.
I'm just saying there was other.
Oh, are you talking about this one?
Yes.
Is this the girth that you're looking for?
Yeah.
Nobody's like this. Nobody's like this. And if you are, you're lying. I'm just telling you. So.
Oh, I also got the Barbarian from. Shout out to Henry for getting this for me.
Nice. Yeah, that was gone by the time I got there. So, I got something in the mail today that I don't remember ordering. And I look back, I didn't order it. Someone sent it to me, and I'm trying to figure out. There's no note, but it is pretty effing cool. Not a lot of people will appreciate this, but it is from something called Main Street's Heritage Collectibles, and it is a replica of Bob Gurr's Main Street window in Disney World. And I don't advertise how big of a Disney nerd I am on this show. So whoever sent me this, kudos to you, because this is flipping awesome. My wife didn't take credit for it.
So me, I've never been to Disney World, so
somebody out there, but this is freaking cool. And Bob Gurr, who's an Imagineer who designed so many things, I think including the monorail. So but whoever sent this to me, you're a mensch, and I appreciate the hell out of you. Please message me so I can do something nice for you. And if you're going to take credit for it, do it quickly before somebody else does. So, Yeah, this was cool. That was really cool.
Who
what else?
recently went to Disney World that we know?
You think it was Chris or Sunty rather? Chris.
Maybe
Chris
Sunty.
didn't go. Chris didn't go because he can't ride all the rides. Anyway, let's check in with the chat. Love you, Chris. Let's check in with the chat so we can get these boys. The boys are getting restless back there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who we got here. We got Longshore Spike hanging out. We got Dom, Reverend Dom, who married people last weekend, which, you know, hey, he's available if you need it. All right, Dom also.
Is he available if he married people?
I don't know.
How many people did he marry?
I don't know. 2 at least. He's maybe he's not available because he's running for Pope right now. Who knows? Josh Brown is here. Rel Collect saying, "What up, neighbors? We outside." Dom's been waiting outside. Highly Posable is here, and obviously, don't forget to check them out on Friday nights at 10 o'clock and Monday with Barely Posable. Grumps is here. We got Handrock. Saw Handrock over the weekend. Of course, Blood Force Honesty is here. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, Handrock. Real Life Perspective Show. He's going live on Fridays as well. Tori Rensu hitting us with the
"What's up, nerds?"
Caught you sleeping. Hashtag don't sleep. Art G's here. What's going on, Art? Let's see who else you got. And No Chewy is here. There you go. Dom says he's in the conclave. He's watching from the conclave. So there you go. There it is. What are you working on? What are you doing?
Oh, Josh Brown wanted us to share something, so I wanted to like pull that up really quickly.
Well, Josh,
we'll keep talking.
You absolutely should. I'll check in with a few more people who came in. Yeah. Ryan is here. What's going on, dude? And Mikey's here. Mikey's heading to a con this weekend. He's very excited. He's been texting me for weeks, counting down. So he is pumped. But yeah. So I don't know. Marvelous is running baseball signs back there. He's trying to steal second or something. I don't know. This is the best thing is like we can watch them and they can't say anything. So it's like we could just try to break them up, make them laugh. It's great. I know Comrade's got his vibe going. So
they can say whatever they want. We just can't hear them.
That's true. Collector's picking his nose. Let's bring Collector right now. Santa. Gotcha. You got this thing for Josh Brown? I'm running out of things to talk about. Install here. I can fix my hair. There you go. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna try to go for the Marvelous look. I think that's what I'm gonna grow it out to be. So
all right. Hold on. Is it up? Oh, nope. I gotta add it to stage.
It's all happening live, people. There's no edit.
Okay.
There it is. What is this? What are we sharing?
All right. So this is a GoFundMe for Geek Effects. I believe it's Geek Effects' mom, who is raising money to let's see. I just minimized.
Josh, you didn't hold up the show. It's important to us, so we want to make sure we do it and do it
right. So he's raising $5,500 to help his mom, who's a teacher, right? Okay. She's already started making them by hand, and she needs help covering material supplies and delivery costs.
Cool.
$40 for one complete workbook, $100 for one workbook and learning tools. Any amount helps, and if you can't give, please share. The more we spread the word, the better.
There you go. All right, well, be sure to share it to our stories, and appreciate Josh Brown. Thank you for sending this our way, and obviously Geek Effect, big fan of the show. Well, I don't know if he's a fan of the show. He's been on the show, so he's got at least like some of it. So and if you haven't checked him out, go check him out. I don't know what you are sleeping if you haven't checked out Geek Effect. That is for damn sure. But let's go help his mom, and for a good cause. Clearly, let's go get some kids some books. And Josh Brown says sharing is caring.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. What's going on, Hernandez? What's going on with you? All right, that's it. These guys are getting restless. Let's bring them in before they break stuff. Here we go. Comrade, Marvelous, and Collector. Oh no, we got
Yeah.
There we go. This is our first show, guys.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on with you? Thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I appreciate you wearing the uniform tonight. Thank you very much.
Listen, everybody, Machu, you gotta go change, bro. Go change.
You know what? I'll go to my laundry.
Oh, go change, man.
Be right back.
So,
you better do it.
We bullied him into wearing a smelly shirt. I love that. I love it.
He's gonna That smell like a junior bacon a cheeseburger for a little bit.
That's right. None of us are near him, so we'll be okay. We should all have masks on when he comes back. I was gonna wear my GrownAssMenToyz shirt. My daughter has stolen it fully from me, and I asked her for it, and she's like, "Nope." And I was like, "I just need it for an hour," and she's like, "Nope." And I was like, "Fine." So know that I did try, but I guess I'm gonna have to get another one now.
Man, these shirts are comfortable, man.
Right? Yeah. They're nice. You can feel yourself. Good. Keep touching my face. That's it. I love that. Yeah.
Hey, you said something. You were showing the girthiest tree.
I said, whoa, girthiest. Look at this. Yeah. I can barely fit 2 hands around it.
Whoa,
girth. Lone Wolf Labs making some girthy trees, baby. I think this is what the guys in the books my wife reads is. This is what they look like.
Yeah, Machu.
There we go. There we go. We're in uniform now.
It's a full house.
That's it.
Yeah,
full house.
There we go. Everybody got one on.
Or is that a 5 of a kind?
5 of a kind.
5 of a kind, which is cheap,
like but
that's fine.
In here.
Yeah, with our power. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't know I could see the chat either. Winslow, go to hell. See the chat too. Go to hell, Winslow. I see it.
This episode should have been between 3 grown-ass men.
Hashtag no Diddy. Yeah. You got the E glasses. Look at that. Oh.
Hey,
oh man.
He changed them last night. He had them for the wrestling podcast that we do.
Yeah.
And them shit said meats. It said
meat.
Meats.
It said teas.
Did you get them off Temu? Is that what happened?
Oh shit.
Oh man.
I was gonna say though, you guys talked about you're doing the wrestling show. You guys have your show on Sunday. You got the wrestling show. You're always doing reviews. You guys are always selling stuff, which is awesome. When you guys say don't sleep, it's not like don't sleep on this sale. You guys just don't sleep. It's like your mantra at this point, right? Like what's going on, man? How do you guys find time to do all this stuff?
Man,
I must say, like Conrad and Marvelous is like the most hardest working people behind the scenes that I've ever met in my life. I'm mostly the one that's more like laid back. My brothers got it because they know what I'm going through. But I know our brand is straight. I know they taking care of it. If I'm slacking, them two are the ones that's jumping on my back. Like, yo, Collector, man, step your shit up, man.
Whoa. Hey. Oh.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're not really jumping on my back, but you know what I mean.
Oh. No back.
So, yeah, I don't know how they do it, man. I just don't know.
Hey, we trying to be great, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like we see y'all working.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, love the intro, bro.
Thanks.
Oh, to the point.
I stumbled through it.
Man, I'm looking at it. I'm like, damn, we kind of got to step our shit up a little bit, bro. Because
I think we should steal this, Marvelous. So what do you think?
Hey, that's fine. I'll let you have it. Yeah, I'll let you have it.
You just you know what? I'll lend him out to you.
There we go.
We just wait for them outside,
Yeah, I'll just lend me out. Is that okay? Yeah, I don't know.
Realistic, like nothing's off limits. Like whenever we have something that we're inspired to do. Zilla is also a part of the collective that's helping us, especially with the wrestling stuff. But when we have something we're inspired to do, we just jump on it and then we try to keep it going as long as we're inspired to do it. Nothing's gonna be forever. YouTube is around and it's getting more popular by the moment. So I figure we just exercise all these ideas while we can, while we're interested in them. And everything works together. If Marvelous has a figure, it does a review. If I do a custom, if I'm doing a sale, everything just pours right back into the whole idea of us being a community.
Yeah, you guys definitely play off each other's strengths, which is awesome. And again, it's like you said, it's just whatever you guys do to grow the brand. I just want to give a shout out to Rhino, who I got to hang out with over the weekend, and he always is here to remind us that we are doing it live. Yeah. He gets mad when I don't read his comments, so I gotta make sure I read it.
We need a recording of him saying that at Chubsy's.
Yeah,
pull it up.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, he's a big dude too, so you don't want to piss him.
Yes,
off.
I met him. He was sitting in like Chubsy's table. He's mostly with Chubsy, right?
Yeah. He's always with Chubsy. Yeah.
So, cool dude, man. Cool dude.
As always,
very intimidating dude. Very intimidating.
He's a teddy bear. He's a teddy bear. teddy bear. But yeah, and shout out to Chubsy Wubsy for all they do for us and the toy community, and we honor our tribal chief. We recognize. So,
that's my uncle right there.
I know it.
He's everybody's uncle. He's everybody's uncle. Rhino says, come on, I'm sweet. So there you go. And we got Johnny stopping by, and of course we got the one and only Bearded Builds. What to do, baby?
Yo.
We got Sai.
What up,
What's
Bearded?
going on, Bearded?
Bearded, what's going on, baby?
You were bearded to that chat. I don't think I've ever seen him so active in a chat before, too.
Nah,
man, listen.
He's really doing his thing. He's trying to show up to everybody's show. Shout out.
Yeah.
He takes a lot of ideas, man. He does anything, man. He's inspired to do. I think that's very inspiring in itself for him to just be able to just be so creative all the time. How do you guys how do y'all manage like to keep going for so long, no Diddy, for all these episodes?
bro, 116?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's probably more. It's probably more because we don't count like the Wednesday shows, but dude,
and then we're added on to other shows too now.
Yeah. We're averaging 3 lives a week. Yeah.
I did the Chat Migos thing. Y'all be popping in too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, I enjoy this. This is my favorite thing to do, right? Like Wednesday, our show, Tuesday show is always great because like you're not, this isn't our, like there's always a little bit, you guys know, right? There's always a little bit more pressure when it's your show. Right. So like but I love doing this. This is my favorite thing to do. And then like being on with Tuesdays or Thursdays with Amigos, like that's just fun for me because it's like it's somebody else's show. I just gotta make sure I don't say anything stupid. Like I gotta make sure I don't piss anybody off, which I eventually
and that's
will.
exactly how we feel, because this is still new to us because we never like pretty much are the guests. We pretty much are the hosts of the shows.
Yeah.
Hey, like I'm over here looking what to do because I usually run the show. So I'm over here. I'm gonna have to put your hand down. You ain't gotta do the mouth.
What do I do with my hands?
But it does feel good to be like the guest because now you're just like, all right, I can just sit back and relax and
that's what up, Pat.
Less pressure.
Yeah.
And it's good to do it live sometimes,
Dude, I love doing it live because I'll redo that intro 6 or 7 times to make it right. Like, you know what I mean? If we weren't live, like that's so it's live, it's all out there. We don't touch it again. It's great.
Originally, we talked about doing it pre-recorded, but then like Jay was like, nah, let's just do it live. And once it's out there, it's out there. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Because then I would just be sitting there editing everything.
Yeah.
And
that's Marvis and Conrad, man. They just like editing geniuses.
I give you props for that.
Listen,
that's double the work. And then you have to watch it again.
Bro,
after.
I watched the shit 3 times.
Right.
Hey,
when you gotta watch it.
Yes.
Yep. And then on the premiere, you got to participate in that.
Bro, listen, to the point we talked about that recently. Like, hey, maybe we should start doing, a few shows live a month just to go ahead and touch into that space a little bit because, like, it is, bro. It's a lot easier. Like we do the shows Tuesday and Thursday. Those are live.
Yeah.
And once they out there, like you said, they out there, and then you can do about it. So it's like I kind of prefer it that way because my Sundays, man, I be tied up, bro, with this editing all day type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
the thing for the guests, like a lot of our guests so far are like first time guests, and we don't want to feel the pressure of like, what if I don't or what if I can't switch my camera in time? For those who don't know that are in the chat, like we do toy room tours on Sundays, and most people do their own room tours, but this is kind of like a experience, if you will.
Yeah.
But we're just letting them do it, but we're the fly on the wall, and so that experience is really like beneficial when it's pre-recorded because there's certain areas of the house they walk through and they're like, well, I got 100 pit bulls over here in the corner. You edit this up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just you don't want to inconvenience them,
right?
But then but when it's live, we can just shoot everything, and we got commercials. We can shoot everything like straight through. It'd be cool, but the guests gonna have to get accustomed. We're gonna have some like repeat guests. So we got Machu was the first.
Yeah. Part 2 of the room tour. Yeah.
Room tour.
That's why I'm here. In this,
and then I'm gonna come around and do a part 2 of my room tour.
Nice. As well, because like I was telling them, me and Collector, like we both did one, to help get the room tour thing off the ground.
Right.
And but that was a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever. So it's like the fucking collection has expanded since then. A lot of things that was there is not here anymore. Got newer things that you want to show off and things like that. So, definitely a part 2 coming soon for both of us.
And also, like when what Comrade was saying about the room tour and our special guests, we try to get some new faces, some newcomers, make them feel as much as comfortable as we can. And it's always good to have a new face because it makes them feel good too, because they feel like, damn, I'm a little person, but in real life you're not, bro. You're not a little person. We all the same. We all doing the same. They just need a little, guidance or spotlight. Yeah, and this is what we're here for, to do that for them, to make them feel comfortable.
Yeah. No, I think it's great what you guys do with the room tours, because you're right. Like you're highlighting people that you don't usually see or usually don't have the opportunity to do the spotlight, and it makes sense that like it's scary getting on live, for the most part, but at the and someone who's not used to doing this gives them the opportunity to get on and tell their story and share their stuff. But yeah, dude, the room tours, I love them. It forces us to kind of clean up too when you invite us on. So I have been working on this room since February. I've made no progress, but I will promise you this: when my new room is ready, I will reveal it on your show. So there you go. This way I can come back.
You know what the ultimate factor in that is? You got to give them a date, like you did to me.
Don't do that because they'll be like next week. Yeah, and next thing you know, I'll lose my job trying to clean it up and stuff.
We gave 2 months, and it still was like,
because stuff keeps coming up, and then I'm like, oh man, I gotta clean up again. I gotta clean everything up, and I probably spent like 2 or 3 days just nonstop cleaning, like putting stuff together, like trying to keep everything organized. And then you're like, wait a second. This is just wasting time putting everything in the little baggies. So I just threw everything in a bin. Right? And I'm like,
that should have been the video. It was just you cleaning.
Like, video. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
swipe.
I was.
Conrad, 2 days. Conrad, before you talk, switch your mic. I think you're running a different mic right now because you're going in and out. I want to make sure you're getting the clearest.
I am Batman 83 was popping. Hey, my J Shot.
Yeah,
that's how his mic is, man.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, the thing with Comrade is if someone else is talking, his will always get cut off.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. All right.
That shit was funny. I'm sorry.
So we take advantage of that.
Take advantage of it. Yeah, take advantage of it.
Yeah, as soon as Comrade be like, and we just start talking.
Hey, we don't want to hear it. Cut it off.
It's funny. Archie's in the chat saying editing is always a chore, and Ryan says we still have to edit Toy Anxiety after going live so we don't get canceled. Well, it happens. It happens. So let's see.
Like the people that we do bring on, like they have these collections, and they have a IG or a place that they showcase this stuff, and then after they do the show, they're like, you know what? I might as well just invest in making this like a gallery of some sort, because you already have a place where you're showing everything that I have, and so like it inspires them to like really get on social media, and because a lot of these guys like they keep it off in the corner somewhere. It's a private life. But, like when they do the room tour, it's like, okay, now I can come outside now. Like I'm okay. Everything's fine.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. So again, don't sleep. Mantra outside. You encouraging people to get out there. Look at that. It's, not just catchphrases. No, words to live by.
Seriously, like what he's saying. A lot of these guys, some of the guys that we interviewed, that's their first time ever on the camera. Yeah. Like like they got an Instagram, but they never show their face. That they're never talking on camera. Is always either their shots or hand photos or whatever. Yeah. But they're never going live, interacting with anybody. So when we kind of pull them out that shell, make them look comfortable to get everything, done for our show. And then we realize, damn, okay, he's starting to do interviews now with other people. He's starting to, go live a little bit more. Hey, like we actually love to see shit like that, because this is kind of what we all should be doing anyway. Because like, listen, we all collect this stuff. This stuff is all fun to look at, but come on, man. We all want everybody to see our shit.
That's
Come on. That's
Yeah,
the whole
you don't-
purpose.
You don't buy it to put it in a bin, right? That's it. So,
Fact. Facts.
although that's what it feels like lately.
When everything comes in at the same time, yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, what is it? Wentzillan says Comrade oiled up his arms for the show. Is that true, Comrade? Or did you oil him up? You oil him up? No.
I was rubbing them down, and I was massaging my arms down for the show because I can't raise my hand working out.
You're working out so much.
Yo,
Those 10-pound dumbbells, man, they're good to get you.
it's 15.
Man, Conrad picking up trucks and shit, man. Picking up.
He's lifting them girthy trees. That's what he's lifting. Yeah.
I promise you, I had to stop myself today because I was with a homie of mine and we was benching, and then he went from like 3 plates to 4. And I said, you know what? What am I really trying to accomplish here? Like, what's my life really about? Like, do I want to live to tomorrow? Yeah, I don't want 4 plates.
You do like the SpongeBob thing. You take off the plates, you put on the stuffed animals, and you struggle pushing it up. Yeah, that's where I am at this point. Ryan says they are not just toys; they are part of a gallery. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it. You got to look at the floor now for the gallery. If in my room, that's where the gallery is. Like,
Yo, you got that are in the chat. Like, Machu and J Shot have a room tour, really good room tours, and it would behoove you to check it out. It's very surprising to see the things that they have. J Shot almost dabbled in the Disney dance, but we stayed away because I knew when I heard him talking about Disney, I was like, yo, he's gonna do something. He's gonna start saying some stuff, and I don't know if I'm ready. So like, but he's really like knowledgeable about Disney stuff.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's always fun when because again, like when you do like these shows, right? Like, I don't want to talk. You don't come on the show to have me talk about me, right? So, like when you go on someone else's show and they start to ask you questions, it's like, well, I used to work for Disney. And it's like, well, tell me more about that. It's like, I can't. I'm contractually obligated and they'll kill me. So, it's like things like that. It's always cool to like talk about that stuff because it's like people don't realize, and obviously like we don't get on here to talk about ourselves.
Right.
Like that's we go on other shows to do that. So
that's true.
But
it's like that first room tour that you guys did with me. That was when I really realized like I have a lot of wrestling figures and I don't even shoot it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I better set aside an area like right here where I can start shooting a whole bunch of wrestling stuff for my page. So that way I'm getting use out of it,
Mm-hmm. It was so much that when I was editing the short, I can't even.
You have to cut it out.
Let's talk about it. Let's just focus on this lines and everything. I was like, yeah, this is a spot right here, bro. You got everybody, got everything here.
So, Machu, so is that what you're doing now? Behind you, that's going to be your wrestling area.
That's going to be my wrestling dedicated spot for just like wrestling shots.
All right.
So,
are you going to have the wrestling figures back there as well? Like housed back there?
So I'm thinking about getting another shelf and just putting all the wrestling figures on this side
right there. Yeah.
So that I can just have easy access to it.
Gotcha.
And then like I mentioned on your show, like I had that extreme sets. It just pinned on the wall.
Yeah.
So the crowd is always there. And then
spoken like a true collector. I'm just gonna get another shelf.
Another shelf.
Get another shelf.
Another shelf,
Got to keep IKEA in business somehow, No.
Yeah, man.
Marvelous. One of my favorite videos that you do is when you grab like your kids or your wife and you go through your figures and you have them make the names. That I die every time you do that, dude. That is one of my favorite things that you do.
Yeah, you should never bring that back,
bro. You know what? And that wasn't even planned.
His kids, I really don't know.
My wife and kids, they like, especially my kids. I got 2 boys. They should know some of this stuff, but no, they don't know nothing. So it's like, like it wasn't even planned. So I was like, well, damn, you know what? Well, hey, let's have some fun with it.
It's great.
Facts.
It's great.
Yeah,
I wish there was one time we were going through Target and I can't think of the figure's name right now, but it was a character from Ninja Turtles or from Mirage. She's totally escaping me, and she's like, she's got Sentinels, right? And my daughter goes, "Who's this boob lady?" And I was like, "Brilliant. She is boob lady. That's her name from moving from here on out." So,
hey, yo, they don't care.
No,
They
no,
just say whatever comes to their mind, man. And my wife, like, she's around our age, so she grew up with some of this, with a lot of the stuff, and she don't know, don't care, just say any name. She just says whatever the character looks like his name should be, and that's just what it is. So
the funniest part about that was
Frankie?
Agreeing with. He was like, yeah, that's all right, and he was encouraged her to keep going. I was like, yo, this is old. How could they not know? That's crazy.
To me, that's the wildest part, because like you said, she's around your age, grew up at the same time. It's like, how do you not know who Wolverine is? Like, how does that escape you? I'm sorry, you were the popular kid. Okay, fine.
Man, this guy says there, what's Spider-Man's real name? Tobey Maguire.
I mean, not wrong. Yeah. Not wrong.
I mean, not wrong, but come on, really? No.
Not wrong. Josh Brown, you are 100% right. It was Renette. Yes, you are. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I almost said Tempestra, but I knew that wasn't right. So thank you. Josh fact checking us back there, doing the Lord's work.
Josh Brown, what up, bro?
So what's the
guy here, man?
Marvel's got it. Yeah, he did.
I really didn't. He
did.
I swear to God, I did. I swear to God, I did. I'm getting it done this weekend. I got to go to a housewarming party.
So Winzilla is like the in the closet GrownAssMenToyz member.
Yeah,
pretty much. Like he just, hey guys.
Winzilla in the closet. Period.
He's an advisor of the crew. Like anytime we execute something, he'll give us like some background on if it sounds stupid or not, or he'll do it. He'll jump on and do it with us. Like he did the room. We did like a toy hunt with all four. And so it was like, yo, I'll jump in this. I'll do this one. But a lot of times he sees that we're moving around so much. He's like, yo, I don't know if I want to be part of this one. I'll get the next one.
I'll do the next one.
Yeah, because it's a lot. Like for example, this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we get a break on Friday and Saturday, and then we got Sunday. Morning and night we're working on. And then we have some production phone calls every now and again where we try to figure out if we want to bring on more guests or if we want to do something ourselves. But a lot of this highlighting this other guests, like for example, the most recent one, Joey Brown, Marvelous got this guy.
Yes.
I have never in my life seen anything like this. I mean, my boy had a bookcase that opened.
Like just like Batman, just like Bruce Wayne.
It's my dream. It's my dream.
I want that. Yeah.
Just like it.
What is it? Who's that? Bale? He had a Bale. That's not a bust, right? What is that?
Yeah, a bust. It's a bust.
It was so crazy. So we were making jokes about him getting robbed, and they like, that's why all the money's in this room. He's like, that's why I made the door like that. The most expensive place in the house is the room, because he plays in like dioramas at a big bat plane, and I was like, bro, this dude is going in, man, and have life.
So, and the great thing about Joe, well, on IG he goes by Joe Bro 83.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you go to his page, you wouldn't even know, bro. You won't even know because his page is like family pictures.
Mm-hmm.
He's a strong Christian man. Family photos, baking cookies. You would never think he has a whole room dedicated to Batman and the way he has it.
Owls, all that stuff.
But this is how we get excited for this. Like, who is this guy? I want to know more about this guy. Let the people know more about this guy. And when he walked to the bookshelf, I'm like, okay, that's a bookshelf. That's cool. And when he went in, like he pressed a button or something, that shit opened up. It was like
smoke coming out, right? Light shining through.
You just hear
Butler standing there. Yeah.
I was like, I want it.
Yeah, it was definitely dope. I met him on Facebook, and that's where he goes. Like on Facebook, he shows everything. You could see what he got. And when I'm looking at his room, he's doing a tour with us. I realized this guy has a YouTube channel. How I know? Because I saw the layout of this room on YouTube years ago. I'm like, hey man, you got a YouTube channel, don't you? He said, yeah. Is this? Damn, I knew I saw it. So yeah, like, but on Instagram he's low key. But Instagram is the place you should be showing that shit. Facebook, you should be low key. Facebook, my Facebook, I'm low key. You see me, I watch my kids smiling, you know, picnic, shit like that. No toy nowhere. Right? Not even a conversation about toys on Facebook. My mom over there, my grandma over there, everybody over there watching family. Yeah, I want to get judged. So, but Instagram, Jeremy doesn't exist over there. It's marvelous. You know
I love this image of like Instagram is like who you are, how you are really. So it's like this, right? And on Facebook, it's like you in a sweater vest and white pants, like at a yacht, like with the you said picnic, dude, like picnic.
Yeah.
Looking like Alfonso Corion. Like, yeah, okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You gotta have family time. You gotta Facebook is for family, you know, family, kids over there, everybody over there. So
he's a Batman buff, so I like to believe that same persona applies. Like you have Bruce Wayne
and Batman.
Have Batman. Who is he really? He's really Batman, but he has the Bruce Wayne 5. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep things going, keep the lights on.
Yeah. Bruce Wayne is the mask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Dave Wonder stopping by, saying that's a sharp looking beanie, comrade. Look at that.
There you go.
Obviously, Dave Wonder going live in just a few minutes with Grippin' and Rippin' tonight. Ryan Dole says his Spider-Man, his name's Miles. There you go. Everyone's got their own Spider-Man, dude. That's how it works. Let's see. Zilla says he's in your closet, Marvelous. So be careful. Bearded, if that's what it takes to get you to come out here, I will gladly make that happen. Let's do that. He ain't having no picnic. See you walking through with the basket. Yeah. Hey, boo boo. Yeah.
Hey, boo boo.
Yeah.
Question.
Be one of them picnic biscuits.
You
Sorry, everybody be quiet. Comrade's got to talk.
Damn. I love it. I'm so quiet.
You guys do live, you know, so do you watch your shows or it's like you'll never see it again?
No, that's why we do it live, so I don't have to watch myself.
You say
my wife doesn't even watch it, so why would I watch it?
Whoa, my kids watch my show on Sundays or our show, but they watch it to critique. Like my daughter critiques the thumbnails. She told me we should stop using AI, keep making the stuff. She's like, everybody's using AI. And so I was like, no, we gotta do it. She said, no, just keep making it. It's better when you make it. She's like, don't copy. Like do it originally. I'm like, okay. But they watch the people and they ask questions and stuff. And my youngest is like, how do you guys know all this information? I'm like, it's because you grow up in it, you know.
Right.
VHS, you know, if I say that, they don't even know what that is. Like, you know, CDs, you know, cassette tapes. So
every now and then I used to watch it, like the playback after, and like I would try to like critique like what we need, you know, what we needed to work on and what we needed to fix. But then I just felt like, all right, now I'm really just like overanalyzing things, and it's not letting the show like really flow if I keep it in the back of my head, like, oh, we got to move from here to here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I will say when we did our 100th episode, like I went back just to like, you know, get some like fun facts or whatever. And it's really cool to see, you know, and this is like something that Machi was adamant about. It's like when we first started, I was like, I hate dead air. I want to run a show. These are the questions we're going to ask, you know, and like, there was a point too where I like stopped a guest from answering something because I was going to ask him that later on. And I was like, what the hell am I doing? You know, so like now it's like I still prep for shows, but it's more just like, okay, instead of us sitting here at like, you know, the 45-minute mark, be like, so what do you guys want to talk about? It's just so I have something in my back pocket. Yeah, like, you know, that like to that aspect, yes, watching it for feedback. The problem is like I will just sit there and be like, oh, I should have gotten to that sooner. Like I'll just go down a rabbit hole of
critique everything.
Yeah, but I'll only critique myself. I won't even like, you know, you guys might as well be on the show because I'll just look at me the whole time and be like, look at this idiot. Why you
like it would be a better show if it's not scripted at all and it's just natural flow, you know.
If it wasn't for me having to timestamp certain like those milestones, or something or somebody's name drop, and then I also put it on at my job. Like when I'm working, I'll throw it on YouTube on the monitor, and my coworkers know and they'll watch it. They'll watch it right next to me and ask me questions. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of dope, that people will watch the whole 45 minutes or an hour of a room tour. But I just have to look at myself. If I'm doing something, if I falling asleep or what, I catch it. I'm eating some shows just so I don't fall asleep.
Some shows, pretty much all the shows.
Bro, first of all,
you see, this is the best part because he's talking. You see how I just cut him off? and just like,
that shit. Yeah. Hey, listen. My bad, Cameron. Go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
I said sometimes I'm just eating to stay awake.
Yeah,
because it's I'm tired.
That's what these are for. Yeah, the jelly bean. Yeah,
I get that nap. Boy,
good guy.
Yeah. Look at you.
It's fat free. I promise you.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, you're burning the calories now because we're doing it live. So it does count. It does count.
Hey, listen, Jay Shot.
Yeah,
Machu, both of y'all. Now when y'all about to go live, talk to a guest, whatever, do you be like jitters, nervous, at all? Even though you do this every day almost, do you still have that nervousness and shit?
Every time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, every time.
There are times where I'm just like, I can't even do anything for the rest of the day because I'm just thinking about the show later on.
Yeah.
Like it's like paralyzing to me. And then like once it's live, once we're on, it's just like, all right, we're on.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm the same way. I thought it was only me. Sometimes like, I gotta do the show in a little bit. I'd be nervous. Like, man, I gotta do the show tonight. Hope everything go good. Damn, and just keep thinking about it, running it through my head all day. And we get on, it's like, okay, well, everything is fine. We
exactly.
Just go with the flow at that point,
For me, I'm always freaking out probably like 5 minutes before we go on, right? Like when Matt drops everybody out, it's just me on screen. Like that's when I'm like, but once the intro is done, I'm like, all right, for me, like that's the hard part, right? Like getting that intro, and then it becomes okay, cool. Like now we're just hanging out, right? Like now we're just hanging out. But and you had said that earlier, right? Where it was like you just want the show to kind of flow, but it takes time to get there.
Yeah.
Right. Like you gotta be comfortable with who you are. Like, like I'm not J-Shot 95% of the day. Like my wife would murder me, like if I was like this, but like you gotta like form who that character is, and like it's kind of then it becomes second nature.
You do like good morning, wife.
Yeah. Every day it's Friday. Like
every day waking up at San Diego Comic-Con. Oh my God.
Stop it.
It's Thursday, my dude.
It's San Diego Comic-Con. It is 4:00 in the morning, Jay. Go back to sleep. I can't sleep.
Jay Shot, so you're the only one who does the intros though, right?
That was so Matt's done a couple when I can't make the show.
I've done. There was one that I did where I used the Kevin Owens figure.
Yeah.
And I just pretended to be J-Shot. And you know what? Using the Kevin Owens figure, I actually channeled J-Shot. Like that.
He looked like Kevin Owens too.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I'll take that. Where'd that storyline go, by the way? They just buried that storyline. They were like, nobody gives a crap about Kevin Owens.
He got injured.
Yeah, he got injured. Yeah.
Can't imagine why. He went through 97 ladders.
That's true. Yo, and going back to what Marvis was talking about the intros and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at the intros. If I could call out sick when it's my turn to do the intro, I would call out sick. Because Marvelous, so we try to give everyone a turn so we can all get used to it.
Get comfortable with it, yeah.
Get comfortable with it. But I'm like, nah, I did it last week. Marvel's like, bro, no, you did not. I said, bro, I swear on everything I love, it was me. And they was like, no, it wasn't. I'm like, fuck, damn. Now it's your turn. Now I'm not even prepared because I was hoping that they would be nice enough to forget and skip me. They were like, nope.
They got it circled with a heart around it.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, what's the guest's name? Like, I'm that bad. Are you kidding me? I'm like, bro, I didn't think it was my goal. I was ready to hype it up and do my little dance that I do. No, I was. And then as soon as I start, Marvelous cuts me off.
Yep.
You know how hard it is to get to where I was trying to get to, and he just cuts me off and he takes over.
Let me tell you why. Because you be on that motherfucker and he be fumbling. He be just saying anything. I'd be like, bro, You didn't even get to the key points. You didn't. Hey, collector.
Can you give me a chance?
Hey, so today's show, we got a guest on. Damn, bro, hold up. Let me introduce myself. No, please like, comment, subscribe. We have a fucking system here. Let's run it. Let's do the system. Bro, hey, I say, you know what? You haven't done it in a while. That's why you forgot.
Yeah.
The way that this goes. This is a system, bro.
So I'm like, I think next week is Conrad's turn again.
Hey, I can't lie. Conrad did it 3 weeks in a row.
Conrad, if it's your turn, speak up. Okay, no, so it's not his turn. All right.
Marvelous edits in real life. That's the problem. Really will edit in real life. He'll cut you and then say whatever it is. So you gotta. We owe it to each other to stay on our P's, because if you're not, we gonna make it part of the show. Anything, any mess up, any like fumble, it's part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nothing off limits. You hiccup. One time Marvelous had hiccups, and it was pre-show. And he's like, he's doing all of that. The squeaky kind, the little baby kind, he got colic. Yeah, he had those. And I said, "Oh boy, you better." I can't start. Press play. I'm about to, and somehow he got rid of the hiccups.
Hey, body in a bottle of water.
He just dropped it.
I'm ready for you.
Bro, we were so ready, bro. We was like, bro, do you need me to go over there and burp you, bro? Like, on my way. Like, I was ready. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, this is good.
That shit left. I was like, damn, bro.
Everything's on the board, bro. Like we don't.
Yeah,
it's great, because we could say whatever.
Toyatic.
What's up,
Toyatic? Yeah. Huge shout out. Go back to Toyatic real quick. Let's make sure we give him his proper due. Toyatic and Unworthy Collector on a Worthy Addiction tomorrow night. Be sure to check them out. Also, Dave, I just want to highlight Dave Wonder's comment real quick. He says, "You guys all rock. Keep it live and keep it fun. Got a jet. Catch the rest on the replay. Go have a great show, Dave.
Hey.
I'm sure we will we'll pop in and say hi in the chat in a little bit as well. And then we got Slacker Hacker stopping by. What's going on, Slacker Hacker? How are you?
Yeah.
Hey, I want to say I've never seen half of the chat in here. I haven't seen none of these guys. Don't know who they are. So hey, we appreciate you guys coming in and watching while we're on.
Mm-hmm.
We really appreciate if y'all come over to GrownAssMenToyz and check it out a little bit over there too. And Machu J Shot, I'm not trying to steal your thunder and promote our shit. Yo,
Dude,
fuck them.
That's why you're here.
That's why you're here.
You're here.
I thought about it. Hold on, look at it fucked up. Wait, no. Fuck what they doing. Hey, come over here.
Fuck us. Don't worry. Yeah, we'll be fine.
That's what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I was just saying, it's right here in my brain. Like, damn, let me live in it real quick. And we do the shows Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays.
Yeah.
Just come through GrownAssMenToyz. Come subscribe. Come show us some love. Rock with us. Hey, let's have a good time.
And we
Let's
got
hang out with 3 guys.
Yeah, I mean, why not? So, sealed up. We got your link in the YouTube description too, so you guys are right there. This way that people know how to find you. And look at this. We got Wicked Fat stopping by saying, "Yo, what's up?" You've been missing, dude. We miss you when you're not here. Your presence is definitely missed, dude. And you go. Slacker Hacker says just subbed. So there you go.
Much love. Thank you, bro.
We know who y'all are. Yeah, we know.
Also, if you guys are on IG and you do toy photography, use the hashtag, man, and collab with the page to help you out. Get your stuff on, get some new eyes on your photography, if you like, or if you do like unboxing and stuff like that on IG, toy content for sure. GrownAssMenToyz. Hashtag is at, I think I checked yesterday, it was like 72 point something K.
Wow.
That's 4 years in running, bro. Like we've been really pushing.
That's awesome.
Super talented people out there.
Yeah. So.
Yo, freaking Unparalleled Universe is doing a great contest.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Are you guys gonna do a shot?
I need a freaking figure, bro.
I think I got one somewhere.
Yeah, because I probably buy one.
I definitely have an extra laying around.
I definitely have stuff to
I always I get mine out and then I sell them.
Yeah, we know, Comrade.
Yeah. Comrade saying that like it's new, right? Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but I sell figure. Yeah, we know.
We know, bro.
We know.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know why he do that. Yo, Conrad be going crazy for a figure, bro. He be going out crazy hunting.
Yeah.
Have one of us look for it.
Uh.
He just go crazy for it. He get it, open it, take a picture, and he sell it the next day.
Eat it.
Machu understands me. See, he be quiet, but he get me. He understand me.
I'm like, what the hell, man?
Welcome to the roast of Comrade.
It's all about getting your nut, bro. Once I get my nut,
Oh,
post nut clarity
What?
for the economy. So I get my nut and I'm good. You know what I'm
Oh, man.
it's weird though. I'd be like, damn, bro, you was searching high and low for this figure for 2 months. You
saying?
finally got it. Why are you selling it the next day, bro?
And he's selling it for like $5. Yeah.
Bro, you just got it yesterday.
Yeah.
And you paid $2.50 for it. You selling it for $10. Hey, me and Colette, we do this
Chip.
shit. We say, hey, he sold it for a protein drink.
We used to say he sold it for a new gym member, but now he's working there, so it's like we can't even say that no more.
Yeah, he sold it for a gym membership.
That's the way to do it though.
That's
Like,
it.
at the gym. That's what I was doing for like 5 years before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nah,
Yeah,
That's how
but
Machu and I
Comrade-
met. Yeah.
Yeah, but Comrade's like the final boss of the gym. Like,
The final boss.
hey man. These are the wonder years, bro. I'm doing some stuff in the gym I never thought I'd be doing, bro. It's like the golden now. And I just turned 40, so I'm like, yo, this is it right here, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it ain't gonna get any better. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Machu's like 39.75 at this point. I just keep telling him, get it in now, dude. Get it in now. So it only gets worse. He's like, my back hurts. I was like, yeah, get used to that. Yeah.
shit, that's what I'm going through now.
Yeah.
So,
It's just like getting out of the chair. It's like, oh man. The worst part is like the feeling in your hips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Like right now, when I get up after the show, I can't get up. I have to like roll to the floor and like climb up. It's that bad.
Dude, like there was one morning, I think it was yesterday, the doorbell rang because like a figure got delivered, but like at like 8:30 in the morning, and I was still in bed.
Uh-huh.
And like when the doorbell rang, I jumped out of bed, but then I got a cramp in my calf. So I went right to the ground. And I'm like, what is this?
It's 40. This is 40. Yeah.
This is 40.
This is 40. This is
Good morning. This is for you.
I was crawling to the stairs, and luckily I didn't have to sign for it. They just left it, but I was just like, what just happened?
Okay. Machi's texting me, help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Do some stretches. I did a favor for somebody at work, and it made me travel. Did a really cool event, which was really great. But they were like, hey, we don't really have a room for you, so we're gonna buy you like a really nice aero bed. And I slept on an aero bed for 2 days. And when I tell you, I got home and I was like the Tin Man. I was like, this is stupid. Yeah,
I slept on that. I slept on that aero bed like for like a year.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how you did that. Yeah.
I was
not
I
my
was
aero
30
bed, different aero bed. Yeah,
I was like,
Damn.
I was 35.
34.
That's why.
35. Yeah, that's why you got away with it.
Yeah, try doing that now.
Yeah, no, yeah. Wicked Fat says, congratulations, gang. Grown ass men still collecting toys. That was whack when you guys said you did coming up on 4 years. Let's see. Slacker Hacker says I have 35 to 40 different ODSs.
Oh,
He a
might have
fan.
a problem.
Wait a minute, but
have
he
a
only
problem
came out with
Slacker.
4.
Yeah, 10 of each. Let's see. Comrade be selling figures at 3 a.m. like it's an infomercial. Love
Bro.
that. Now you got to do, you got to do one now that's like an infomercial. Like you got to do one. Act now, and we'll throw in. Yeah. But wait, there's more. Yeah.
If you got figures you don't want, send them my way. I get rid of them for
I
you.
did one for Funtac. I did one for the Funtac, and everybody was laughing at it. I did the thanks Funtac. And
Do the ting. Yeah. Grumps says, wait till you guys turn 50. Grumps, you look good for 50 though, dude, man. If I look half as good as you, I'll be happy.
Yo, I saw Grumps in person. He's really tall, right?
He's tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Tall
a
dude.
tall mofo. Yeah.
But Cliff, you just short. You like 4 feet tall, bro. Is anybody tall to you?
Well, here I look maybe 6 feet, but
Grumps is really tall.
Mhm.
I'm 6 even, and Grumps towers over me. So he's got to be at least 7-9 feet, something like that. Yeah.
When I first
Yeah.
and we hugged, he kissed my belly button. I never talked
Ooh.
about it.
What the hell?
Who collector?
Collector?
A little short. Just a little. He turned his face.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Hell to the no.
I remember it was Legion's Con 2 years ago or last year, and it was NJ Tree and who was the other guy standing there? Was it Captain McKay?
Captain McKay. That was actually, I think that was New York Comic Con.
It was New York Comic Con, and I'm going like this. I'm like, holy crap! Like I'm not used to this. And Machu looks at me, he goes, "How's it feel? How's it feel?"
I must say, Conrad and Marvelous is like taller than me. Like when I met them for the first time at Legion Con 2 years ago, I was like, "Yo!" Like they look like bodyguards. I was making sure I'm in the middle. I did not want to be at the end. I wanted to be in the middle. So they look like my bodyguards, pretty much.
Yeah, no,
They big dudes, bro.
The camera takes away a few inches off your height, bro.
You don't need to be losing no inches. Yeah. Geek Effect saying, "Hey guys, just wanted to stop by and say thank you for sharing the fundraiser. Josh Brown just told me." No problem, dude. You know, like we said, happy to support community and you know, we'll share it more. But yeah, dude, hope let's get this thing going. It's only $5,000. I feel like we should be able to help you beat that goal. No problem. It's only $5,000.
Yeah.
Conrad's gonna sell a few figures and he'll be able to help you out.
There you go.
Grump says he's 6'4". Wicked says he's 6'5.5", 280 pounds of pure muscle. All right, don't brag, okay? Like, don't brag. Don't brag. You don't want me to go back to calling you PJ, right? Like, oh, we don't want to do that. So, Slacker says he's working on that. Wicked. I do have socials at the moment. There you go. All right, cool. Yeah, Slacker Hacker. We only see you here, which is great. I want to jump back a little bit because you know Rel's a good friend. He was our neighbor at Legion's Con. He's always supportive in the chat. He said that he. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. Whoop, where is it? Where is it? Damn it!
And look at his logo. His logo is a lot better. I like this logo.
Should have flagged it. Yeah, he's got some good stuff going. Where the hell? Oh, here we go. All right, he dropped his shot this morning for the Odious contest, so I wanted to share it this way. Everybody gets a chance to see it. Go blow this up. Go blow this up for Rel. Rel's a good dude. Yeah. He deserves all the love we can give him. So look at that.
I hope he wins it too because he always show love, support.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I met Rel. I started Instagram in 2019, and I met Rel around that same time, I believe. And man, the dude I'm talking about has been nothing but a solid, genuine individual since we've met him, bro. And then we finally got the chance to meet him in person last year at Legion Con, and he stuck with us. You know, like stayed with us the whole time we was there. Yeah. You know, just a really, really good dude, bro.
He's a good dude.
Definitely a good dude, man.
It was funny because he was like, "Yo, is it cool if I hang out with you guys?" I'm like, "What? You better hang out with us!" Like, what the hell? Like, why will I say no? Get away from me, peasant. Yeah. No, like, you know, let's welcome, bro. Let's do this. And he stood us with the whole time, bro.
Collector. You can't say that to Rel's taller than you. You can't be like, "Get away, peasant."
Yeah, that's true.
It's not working that way.
And like his voice is so deep. His voice is so deep.
Yeah. So again, go like this. Go follow Rel. Go like this shot. Let's blow it up for him. He is one of those dudes that just like, you know, when you see him, when you hang out with him, he just makes you feel better. He's just got one of those personalities. Yeah. He was literally, I don't know if you like, we call him neighbor because he was literally our neighbor at Legion's Con. He had the room over from us. Yeah. So it was like pretty funny. Like every morning we'd see each other and, you know, he'd tuck us in at night. It was nice. It was really nice. So
he tucked you in. I would continue going.
Yeah, you stayed up.
So we had a nice, interesting heart-to-heart with Peril meeting him the first time in person. And we covered it on the Legion Con episode, but
yeah,
it was something that had went bad, but we was turning it around. Jay Shaw popped in and he was
I didn't realize you guys were doing a heart to heart. I'm like, they're again, imagine I'm like this all the time. You guys are like having a serious argument. I'm like, it's universe parallel. Get away.
Just going back and forth, and Jay Shaw coming around, hugging everybody individually, like calming them down, soothing them. And so yeah, like after everything was done, I was like, yo, man, we got to get a Odious figure. We should go like show some love after, you know, we stood up and everything. And Rail tapped me on my shoulder. He's like, "Yo, man, that real quick." He's like, "Yo, I got an Odious, man. I got money off of it. I'll sell it to you." I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, yeah, I appreciate it, bro." He said, "Yeah, I'll be right back." He went outside and got an Odious and came back and gave it to me. He said, "Don't worry about paying me right now. Pay me later." I was like, "All right, bro. I don't like owing you money like this, bro. Your voice too deep, man." He legit, like, he gave me a right after. Later, man.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
He's like, "It's okay, baby girl. You pay me later. Don't worry about it." Yeah.
I want to see my women happy.
Bro, it's very resourceful, bro. I didn't know that he had the room at the time. I just was wondering how he just got it so fast. And he didn't go to the table. He went outside to get it. I was like, "Yo."
Yeah, and me and Marvelous turned around. We was like, "Yo, we just like actually pieced it up, or whatever whatever was happening with Unparalleled Universe." And then Conrad already had a figure from him. Like, what the hell?
It was weird.
He had it right. He had it in waiting. He knew it was gonna happen.
I was like, hold on.
He had it under his shirt.
Hey, listen, Mike 2
Yeah.
J Shot. Now, this is just a question I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever have do you have any plans on ever expanding the between two Sentinels, like maybe getting like more people, like members or whatever?
Oh, like members?
Yeah.
We talk
I mean,
about
like-
the memberships, but like
Yeah.
getting more people on like the actual like cast. You mean?
Right.
No. I guess it's just y'all two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever like see that expanding where it's more people in with you guys, or is it going to be you guys? Period.
Like, for
I mean-
example, GrownAssMenToyz, there was like 35 of us at one
We
point.
first came
Yeah.
out, it was like 35 of us. That was just 2 or 3. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, Bacho, I'll definitely want to, know what you're thinking. But like in my eyes, I love, kind of doing more of the collab bleed over stuff and like but still having this like be our core thing, right?
Right.
So like, I mean, we do this stuff with the Toy Daddies all the time. Like, I'm happy to jump on other streams, the Migos. I mean,
Yeah.
Matt's part of the enablers. Like, I kind of love that aspect where it's like, we're just kind of going there, but like
we have a
are the
home.
Sentinels. Yeah, we have a home base. Yeah. In terms of like expanding the show and like what we do, I think we're starting to do that a little bit, especially like with the 2 different channels. Like,
Okay.
Matt will always show the reels and the posing and all that stuff. And then like on my channel, we'll have the, like the booth tours and the stuff like that. Like really highlighting what each of us loves to do or like is really good at, right? Like, because if I put up a posing reel on Matt's channel, Matt's gonna be like, "Why'd I lose all these subscribers?" So it's like it's not gonna happen. But I mean, like I'll go do a NECA booth tour, and it's like bang, like that's where I shine, and that's what I love to do.
Yeah.
So
That's
It's
cool.
cool. And to be honest, I think it is better when it's like less, if that makes
Less.
sense.
Less of a
Because-
headache too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because everyone has their own personality. Everyone is their own person, and you got to deal with that when you're trying to grow something. So this is how 35 became 3,
Yeah.
really, because us 3 are the ones that saw the vision and like Marvelous said, this is my baby. And I'm arguing with Marvelous, like, nah, bro, this is my baby. And Conrad was like, well, I'm the baby daddy, so this is my baby. So we was like, you know what? This is our kid. GrownAssMenToyz is our brand.
yeah.
And this is our stuff. Other people, they said they was down with that and whatever, but everyone's really busy.
Yeah.
They don't really have the time or want to put that effort in there. So I think less is better, and you 2 guys are doing amazing. The Toy Daddies,
I appreciate
them 3 are doing
Yeah.
amazing. So I think like 2 or 3 is the way to go, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Plus,
I appreciate that.
we'd have to change the branding because then like
It's true.
if we added one more, we'd have to change.
Yeah.
It's no
All
longer
the
2.
stickers.
More stickers,
shirts.
more shirts, those
I mean,
pins.
we
We gotta
can-
redo
we
those.
can-
Yeah.
We can have people sub in, like
Yeah.
like sometimes Jay has to go away for work, and then I'll have to ask somebody else to come in.
Sure.
Or like if I can't make it to a show, he'll ask somebody else to come in to fill in
Yeah.
for me. So
Yo,
That's
so
Which-
realistically, and I want like a real answer, not a TV answer, but
Mhm.
right? You guys, you're mingling a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're in there, you're mixing it up, you're putting stuff in people's drinks, you're getting guests every Wednesday. How's it happening?
I'm a planner. So I reach out. Like right now, we're not as booked as I like to be, and it makes me anxious. But I'll book the show 2-3 months in advance.
3 months is good.
Yeah, like it's like every Wednesday, but like part of what we're talking about, like growing and changing, right? Like, you know, what we started to do is just have these weeks where it's just us, right?
Okay.
Or these weeks where it's like, hey, let's just leave it open in case something like Maximum Hulk drops, you know, and we want to talk about it, or the tariffs hit, we want to talk about it. And it's not like, because then it's weird, right? Like, heaven forbid, we're going to have, you know, the guy for Big Bad Toy Store on and everybody wants to talk about tariffs. It's like that's putting our guest in an awkward spot. So I think what we've talked about, like, you know, again, this is your on-TV answer, right? Like, we've talked about, do we drop guests down to twice a month and just have ourselves twice a month? You know, and then like, I'm also part of what I want to do is just kind of do, you know, different things outside of the Wednesday show that might be either quick interviews or like interviews that don't fit in this kind of community or brand type of thing. You know, so like that's stuff that we've talked about. And then like you're saying too, like, you know, Matt's always dropping posing reels or you know, just the mods that he does and stuff like that. So it's cool. And you're right, like having two people, much easier to coordinate, right? Like, and you gotta be committed. I mean, like the three you guys are now doing shows 3 times a week. I mean, we've been doing a show every Wednesday for, you know, over 2 years at this point, I guess. So like, but to that point, it becomes like a thing, right? Like I plan trips around it, you know, like I'm like, oh no, I got a Wednesday show. Like it becomes our, like, it's just, that's what we love to do. Or, you know, like I won't go on work trips, or I'll be like, sorry. They're like the boss, my boss's boss came to town and like, we're going to dinner on Wednesday. And I was like, fine, I got to leave at 6:30.
That's
Yeah. Like, too bad, you know? So like, oh, you're going to go do your podcast thing? Yeah. I like those people better. Shut up. No.
What are these rumors that D Blake is saying in the chat?
He was the redheaded Sentinel? I mean, you were ostracized. No one called you an ostrich.
Shout out to D Blake, man. That guy.
Yeah. Dude, D Blake is he's in everything too. Like you know,
yes.
Yeah, you couldn't be a Sentinel. You got too many things you got going on.
yeah.
Bro, we just did a tour room tour.
Yeah.
With D Blake, like maybe like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah.
Crazy ass room, bro.
Amazing collection, man.
Crazy.
His Spider-Man collection went bananas. Mortal Kombat, bananas.
Dude, his Spider-Man thing
Street
is
Fighter.
nuts.
And the crazy thing was,
nuts.
at first, D Blake was like, "Nah, I'll let you guys know." He was like courting a young lady, like, and then later on, he starts to show his room more and more. He sees a few more rooms. He's like, "I think I'm ready now." And when people seen his, I posted a short of his room for them from the show, 3.3K views, just because I've never seen the entirety of what he had going on, you know, up until a certain point, I guess. So he was like, I cleaned it up, I straightened up everything. I was like, yo, people really wanted to see what you had going on behind those shelves there, in those shelves there.
Yeah, because people who don't really know D Blake, which is it would be mind blowing if you guys don't know about D Blake in the toy community. They probably think he only has signs.
Yeah.
You know, they won't know he's a collector. Like, and he also does signs, which he does phenomenal work. Here's your chance to check it out, and bam, you know. And
You haven't mentioned. I noticed you guys haven't even mentioned the jerky.
That's true. He's got the jerky.
Because I think I'm the only one that tried it. I think.
I never tried.
It's
okay.
good.
All right. Well, next Legion's Con, you guys got to put D Blake's meat in your mouth, and we'll get that to happen. So there you go.
I already had his meat in my mouth already.
There you go. See, Collector already knows. Collector already knows. Here's something that you guys could steal that could be interesting. Wicked Fat says he will go toe to toe with his Spider-Man collection. Would it, like, you could do a dueling toy room thing? That could be fun.
Hey, Wicked Facts, hop in the DM, man. Let's talk.
There you go.
Oh man, you know what it is.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
Slacker says he was thinking about making his first YouTube video about his Odious collection. So
that'd be interesting too, and we would like to see that.
Hey, Slacker Hacker, hop in the DM. Let's talk.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Figure Report stopped by, and again, Bearded spreading rumors here. He was the third member between two Sentinels, and Machi wanted only sexy members, so I had to bow out. Because you were too sexy.
He was too sexy.
You were so sexy, you brought us down. And
he's one good-looking dude. I'll say it.
He really is. He really is. So
I saw him. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't leave my wife around his ass.
Nope.
Nah, I got lucky.
Yo, so do you think
I got lucky. Like,
so do you think it's the beard, like the nice
nah,
Yeah, it is.
angle beard?
I think it's the beard. I also think it's the aura he has, right?
He has that aura, exactly. Yeah.
Seriously, bro, what was crazy? I never even met him in person, and I can tell he got aura, he got swag, he got pizzazz, bro. And I'm telling you, and it's like, hey, listen, you ever watch a movie or show or some shit, and you say, damn, no, I ain't gay or nothing, but this is a good looking dude. I would not leave my girl around this guy. Fuck no. He one of them. Nope.
Bearded, he's got that beard, he's got the aura, and he knows his way around some wood. So it's just like it's the appeal. That's what makes it happen. So D Blake says Bearded got that Canadian swag.
It's the maple syrup.
Missed opportunity to say Bearded got that Canadian swag, eh? So,
It's the combination of the maple syrup and the sawdust.
You got the boogie strong.
All right, so Slack, here we go. How do we solve this? This is interesting, right? Slacker Hacker says, what's the DM? He doesn't have socials, so how does he hit you?
Oh, Slack, hit us up on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
GrownAssMenToyz, just send a message right there.
Yeah, we got
put your phone number up right now. We'll all call you. We'll call you live. We'll set it up.
We do it live.
Wouldn't that be great?
We
Slack,
going live.
Look at say Slack. How can we
maybe try an email?
Yeah, you guys got an email?
Email GrownAssMenToyz@gmail.
Okay.
Or hit us up at AOL.
Really?
You lying.
Oh.
GrownAssMenToyz@gmail.com. Only one.
Ask Jeeves.
Hey, what we can say?
What's that? Let's see. GrownAssMenToyz, let's set up a D Blake versus Wicked Fat Super Spider-Verse collection episode. There you go.
Love it. I love it. Hey,
figure for figure.
I love it.
D Blake called it a web off.
I love it. Hey,
a web off.
Let's flip off.
Whip off. There you go. Beard, I think you should let your wife watch this. Let her know she's got some competition.
Hey, let her know she's lucky.
Thank God my wife ain't watching this.
Hey, Josh Brown say he can only send faxes.
He only send faxes. If you're watching the show and don't know what a fax is, you're too young. Stop watching.
Shit.
That's funny.
Let's go. He's here for it.
That's cool.
That's great.
Hey, you know how old you gotta be, bro? He said you only can send faxes.
That's crazy.
Well, apparently Slacker Hacker's only got a pager, so he's not on the socials. You gotta send him a beep.
Yeah, anytime.
143, baby. 143.
143.
Row Collect's got carrier pigeons. There you go. Smoke signals. We're gonna do smoke signals.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know where you gotta be to send smoke signals? Outside.
Outside.
Yeah,
you almost got me on that one.
I almost got you. I
Almost
saw it. I saw it. I almost got you.
We want to continue to expand the GrownAssMenToyz multiverse. You guys are a part of that, of course, and everybody that we can jump on the show with and connect to. We got Tone, we got Banter and Babble, we got Zilla with the World Makers Consortium, we got Rad Toys. All these guys like pop in the chat and they say what's up, much like what you guys got going on, and if we got something going on, we push towards them, and they got something going on, they push towards us, and we just want to continue in that courtesy and just build this thing, man. Like, I think that's the thing that's been working the best for us, is just meeting new people and forming camaraderie. No pun intended.
Yeah. No, dude, I love when you throw that link out. And I gotta be better about joining because I'm usually pretty good, but you had done that one with the Father's Day episode, or like where it was all like I was bummed I couldn't make that one, dude.
Bro,
that was good.
It was something, I don't know, maybe it's just my area, but it was like something in the air, almost like you can feel like, man, this is like a moment, talking about fatherhood, how they raise their kids, and what's important to them as a father. And it was like, bro, this is the stuff organically we talk about offline, and you feel like it's a little too deep for this forum, but low-key everybody can relate to it. Like, everybody knows that they're trying to do the best that they can, to be an example and stuff like that. And so, sometimes guys will say stuff like, oh man, I popped my kids or something like that, or don't judge me. And hey man, it's okay. Call the cops afterwards. If we feel like it's If we feel like it's something messed up, we gonna let you talk. But
And it's real life things, bro. It's
so
like there's no sugarcoating. And we also spoke about child support and stuff
but
like that.
we're not gonna judge any person for how they live, but you can learn. I mean, learn.
Yeah.
And we do Father's Day shows on Father's Day.
Right.
So like we had Figures, and he was having a baby, and he did Father's Day, and it was crazy, bro. Like it was pretty fire. And it's just we love to capitalize on those moments because grown ass men, like try to do that.
That's the name right there, is Grown Ass Men.
Yeah. And it's real, right? Like it's real, it's authentic, it's who we are, and like there's a part of this that it's something we're all dealing with, and to your point, right? Like you're not going to judge anybody, but you might learn something, or somebody else might learn, or somebody else might have had that problem and gotten out of it, right? Like we're all here to do this together, and Yibo has a really great quote, about it, and he says like we're all he talks about like there's room here for everybody, right? Doesn't matter, there's room here for everybody. And it's just, there's in a world like we're living in right now, like to have a space where you can be included and feel that you're comfortable enough to be yourself. That's incredible, right? It's incredible. And you guys are doing that. You're making that space. And I'll tell you, I've been invited to a lot of group chats, and I've bowed out of a lot of group chats, but that is one thing that I love about yours is that it feels like that. And it's also like a point of view that I wouldn't normally get. Right. So I feel like it's like teaching and kind of just seeing what you guys are going through and what everybody else in that group chat is going through. Like it's a cool chat. It's a really good chat. I've probably been ignoring the other chats too much. But I mean, it says don't sleep. I gotta see what he's got.
Definitely, yeah. It's been a lot of my personal experience on social media as a collector in general. At least even talking to people like on live stream that you got like, and I just take a little moment to show how it helped. But when I started doing live streams on IG, I was going through like heavy depression, and live streams helped me climb out of that just by like being seen, feeling seen, and that transformed into like these guys doing it, and then we all said, we're just gonna do it together. So we've been doing it almost probably the same amount of time you guys been doing it. It just majority of it was on IG, and then we started. We were overwhelmed with the idea of starting a YouTube because we felt like the conversations weren't important enough, and then now we see the traction and everybody that's like, "Yo, man, I watched this episode. And that didn't really help me through this." And we're like, "Okay, cool. Do it for the one guy right there." That's like, "Yo, I get it, man." Like, and it's really helpful. You know what I'm saying? And on top of entertainment too. So
like in my opinion, those are the most important times that I think that matter the most, when you can reach somebody and you just all you're doing is having a conversation about everyday life. And because every time we talk, we don't just talk about toys all the time. Like that's cool, that's what we're here for, but we also, like you said, speak about raising your kids and depression and mental health and things like that. We talk about everything. We just touch bases on everything. And we've gotten so many private messages from people who say, thank you. This episode really helped me get through this situation. And, you guys rock this, that, this, that. So it's like, I appreciate shit like that because like we're just talking about everyday experiences and shit that we may have or may have not experienced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's honestly like when you're like, I agree, right? When you get that message and it says, "Hey, I really connected with this," or like I know we've talked about it on several episodes, but for some reason the episode with Babs Butcher sticks out, right? Because she talked about being bullied and things like that, and it's like people going through that stuff, and you get that message that says, "Hey, I really connected with your episode tonight," or I appreciate you guys bringing this up, and or like you're saying, you feel seen.
Yes.
Right. Like it's important, man. Like it's important. And like that to me, honestly, and probably something we should do more of, where it's just like, I started therapy 3 years ago and I wish I had done it my whole life. Like, because once you start to talk about your problems, you realize that you're not the only one doing it, or you're not the only one going through this.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference. It's just a huge difference. So we joke about the depression pile of toys that we got to get open, but Machu and I both know when the pile hits a certain level, we go, "You okay? Let's go grab."
I'm looking at the top of the pile.
So we got to grab dinner. That's what I heard. That's we got to get a dinner. So
I got a pile. I got to stack it. When it's 7 high, I'm like, yeah, that's it.
it's it. Time to sell stuff.
Seven shit.
Don't sleep.
That's it.
That's it.
There you go. Slacker Hacker says, "Oh, we talk in real life. I don't fit in anywhere. This community is the best, dude. 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, you guys get people on the show, their collections. No one else is doing that.
Yeah.
Sonic Rockman X. This is. I appreciate this tremendously, man. Number one show on Wednesday. Seems like the Fallen Fed is indeed fallen. Show got canceled for today.
Oh
no.
Damn.
We already took out the Toy Daddy from Wednesday. Who else? We're coming for you, Dave Wonder. Coming for you, Wonder.
Yeah, but they moved to Mondays, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they moved to Mondays. That's what I'm saying. We got them out of Wednesday. We kicked them out of Wednesday. KJ Smith is in the house saying, "Sup, peeps?" Grump says, "I've been a therapist for 10 years. Best thing I ever did." And you know what, Grumps, I'm going to put you on blast because Grumps is one of those guys, too, where literally we won't talk for a couple weeks and he'll just hit me up and be like, "You good?" I'll be like, "I'm good." "You good?" He'll be like, "Yep." Like, we're good about going back and forth for that for sure.
That's great.
Let's see. Wicked says, my pile is insane right now, but I just don't got display room. There you go. All right. You need more shelves.
Yeah.
Shelves are the problem.
Shelves are the problem.
Shelves are the problem.
Now,
Dude, I'll take all the 10% I can get. Sorry, Conrad. I'm talking over you, man. Go.
We had where's she from? Andrea. She was from like she from I don't know where she's from.
Australia or something like that.
Yeah, so Andrea was on, and she's
she's from England.
England.
I'm tweaking.
Very different. Yeah.
So she talked about buying tickets for photography, you know, versus actually just getting them because they look nice. And she was like, you know, I always ask people like how they decide what they get. And she's like, if I can shoot it, if I have an idea, I'll buy it. She's like, but if I don't go based off of that, I end up just buying it because it looks cool. And that doesn't work for me because then I get rid of it later. And that's why I also asked Machu, what you guys are gonna see on Sunday. I was like, what is his process in like how he gets his stuff? Because he's using it like a utility, you know? And that's important for me because I find myself through that as well. Like I don't always want just cool stuff because that passes. Like everybody's doing the wave, you're running with them, and then you get fatigued. Then you're like, okay, I really like Power Rangers, and then you got 100 X-Men over here that you was riding the wave about, and then you would really like Power Rangers. So like, why wouldn't you just do the thing that you like? Because social media makes you do that. So it's just I don't want to get caught up in that. It's exciting to be a part of something that's in a community that's a fad, you know, but like what you're gonna find yourself in it at some point, and that'll help you like manage it a little bit better. And then you realize you can't have everything.
Like for me, like a lot of those third-party figures, even like the waifus, they look awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just not like I'm not buying them because I'm not gonna shoot them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take photos of them because it's like it's not gonna go on my feed, you know, at all.
Yeah. When I buy a figure, it's because I want to kit it, I want to customize it or something, or I want to shoot it. And literally collectively looking at me, he said, "What you gonna do to it?" I'm like, "Do this, that, and the other." I do it, I show it to them, and I'm good. That's
Conrad changed a lot because Conrad used to just buy figures and just like, you know, do a reel with them. Now he's buying figures to see what he could do to make it different, to make his stand out better than the next guy. Like, you know, if it doesn't have a soft cape, granted, he's gonna put a cape. No matter what figure it is, it could be Freddy Krueger, Mega Man, any other figure is getting a cape.
That's a nice cape.
This is a nice
cape.
This is a
Black Where's your Mega Man with the cape, though? I want to see.
I want to see Mega Man with the cape. Yeah.
So this is the Black Panther figure. Somebody had a Tony May, right? And it was a little beat up, but I had to touch it up.
That clock?
Yeah. And so so no, it's not a clock. No, it's a chain with a little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a Flavor Flav Black Panther.
There's a comic book that I have that has a hip hop cover on it that has him holding a chain, like that's a hip hop inspired cover. So when I seen this head, I was like, "Yo, I gotta do it. So I did it. This is my nut. This is it right here. And so I'm like, I like it. It's on my shelf for a little bit until, you know, I feel like I want to change something, and I change a lot. So like, The winter.
So your shelf is constantly in rotation.
Yo,
Yes.
and I told these guys, I said, bro, I'm the type of person I identify with J Shot. I could talk about this stuff. Like, I don't need figures to talk about this. I like it, but I can literally like this. I'm done. I want to do something else, like tomorrow or tonight. But it's some things that keep me invested in. Like these guys looking at their stuff, it keeps me in it. But this like customizing keeps me in it like a lot. So
stay tuned for a sale post after the
show. hey, Machu, listen. So before we get up out of here, every time I ask you this, man, you moonwalk, right? So I said, well, you know what? Well, fuck it. We here now. We on his show. Let's see what kind of Michael Jackson movie gonna pull with this one. Hey.
Watch him just drop the outro. Yeah.
He got to stand by.
Hands up, Machu, hands up.
I need a Mafex Captain America head. I'm willing to pay for it now. I need the head. What can I do?
Diddy.
So
shit. Did I leave the stove on?
And that's
I just
all you
clicked on
gotta
any
do.
random video.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a good one to pick.
That was great.
I gotta send out a set to one person that's been hitting me up, and then I gotta do another round of cap heads.
Yeah.
But now that like my area is kind of somewhat clean, I'll probably get to painting it soon.
Yeah, you gotta catch Machu. You're potatoing a little bit. You gotta catch Machu when he's like in a groove. So like he'll go into a painting groove, and that's when you gotta just throw everything at him, and he'll just keep going. Right? Like I won't talk to him for 3 days, and then he'll be like, "Look at everything I painted," and I'm like, "Have you slept?" He's like, "No, why?" So like you gotta catch him every once in a while. So
I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll hold it down where you're going.
But yeah, look. But Jay Shot, what about you? Like,
he's coming back. He said,
"No, it's cool. You're doing this collecting thing, but like, what's in it for you, bro? Like, because anybody can buy stuff, but like, why?"
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy doing the photos, and I was really good about doing more photos at the beginning of the year. But you're right. Like I've gotten into this like just I gotta buy it. It's got a turtle symbol on it. Cool, I need this. Which I've just like NECA is killing me. Like enough, guys. Like enough.
Hey, Machu, Jay Shot, you ain't got to buy everything, right?
Yeah.
What's that? So I'm told. But I have that like completionist mentality. But that's why I was like, okay, turtles are gonna be my thing. I'm only gonna go down the road on that. Otherwise, I would be like every Marvel Legends, and I'm trying to actually get better about selling some stuff. I keep saying like I'm gonna have a fire sale soon. Yeah. But it's time consuming. But dude, honestly, what's in it for me, like, is this. Like this is what I love.
Yeah.
Being a part of the community, being allowed to be who I want to be, right? Like, like I up until like kind of, Machu dragged me into this, it was always like, oh man, I love this new thing that's out, but like I don't have any friends to talk about. Like now I get to do this and I get to do this and people watch me talk about it, which is still mind-blowing to me.
Yeah.
But like this is what I love. I love this. I've always wanted to have my just real quick. Look at you guys. You got me talking about myself on my own show. Look at you. Look at you guys. I've always wanted, like secretly always wanted to have like a late night talk show. Like I worked on Conan O'Brien. I grew up loving Conan O'Brien. This is the closest I will ever get to it. And that's what I love doing. I love talking to people. We do these like silly skits every once in a while. Like that's why I do the cold open. Like it's all like tied to that. So like this is it. This is what I get from this. I get to talk to you guys. I get to hang out with other people and talk about stuff. I get to meet people like Blake and Dom and Bearded and Grumps and Rel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we get to just hang out and be ourselves and be authentic. That's what I get out of this. This is the best part of it. I honestly like I always joke, like if something happened to the house and all the toys went away, I wouldn't buy another figure, but I would still do this show every week.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. And it's a crazy, but like the toys are the gateway.
Yeah.
And I just wonder, like, if I never did the toys, would I end up here? Would I end up talking about toys and fandom and all that stuff? But it's been the gateway, man. It's been the way to know what's going on, to have your feet on the ground, you know. And I think it's dope, man. I think it has legs. It can do things, you know.
Sure. Yeah, but I think you're right. Like the toys are the gateway. You gotta have something so that you can talk to people, right? Like, right? Because like if you guys were sitting here talking about, you know, a figure, and you're like, yeah, the articulation. Like I didn't have a figure, I'd be like, what's articulation? What does that mean? What is pinless joints? What's a butterfly joint? Like I didn't know that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't know it until you start having it and playing with it. And it's like, oh, this is why Matt buys 37 different Spider-Man, because you know one has toe hinge and the other one doesn't. You know, it's like cool. You know, I always joke when I picked up the Turtle 4-pack, the when they were in disguise. That was my first like NECA Turtle, and I was like, great, I got the 4 of them. I'll never need another version of the 4 brothers again. What an asshole I was. What an asshole.
That's what he said.
And then it was Wednesday, and you had all of them.
And and I'm like, oh, cool. There's another one coming out. Great. Oh, this one has different cell shading. I need that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I must say you guys are really good at what you guys do.
Yeah, facts.
I appreciate that.
So
and
are
not
you.
everyone could just grab a mic and say, "Hey, I'm gonna do a podcast."
Yeah.
You could start one, but you know, you gotta have that little.
This is public speaking, and I was frightened of it in the beginning because the idea of like feeling like somebody could laugh at you or say you did. I hated talking to somebody and not feeling like I knew almost anything. No, but like we almost don't know. Like for example, normally we would be on the phone before jumping on the stream. We didn't get a phone call. We didn't do a phone call before doing this. We had that point
at work.
We know, like if I know if Marvin's gonna talk about something, I already know where he's going. And had so many conversations, I know pretty much what's going on with him, and we're that in sync. So it's like this is public speaking. We're just passing the rock, and it works out. It works out all the time, you know.
And by the way, people will make fun of you, right? Like, and you gotta decide what you're gonna do, right? I mean, come on, I mispronounced a name, and that has carried me for almost a year and a half. And Mignon Wen, it's Mignon
J
Wen.
Shot, bro. Listen, Collector, he stutter real bad, like real bad, right? And I stutter real bad too.
Oh yeah,
but you wouldn't know all the time, right? You wouldn't know, like y'all wouldn't know if you know if I didn't tell you. So, but Comrade and Wenzilla, they know. They, you know, we on the phone with them all the time. And when I tell you we are the butt of their jokes, to the point where I'm noticing Collector do this shit a little bit more than I do now. So I'm starting to make fun of them now. and I feel bad because I stutter too.
One time I was talking to them, I don't forget which one.
Here we go.
And
so I'm so glad Conrad's talking, so I can just cut him off.
It's talking, and then I mimicked like ever so slightly exactly what he said, how he said it, and then Marlon's like, "Yo, that's fucked up, man. That you did." I was like, "No, that's okay, bro. Like he's loading. It's fine.
He's loading."
Yeah, I was stuck on a word for so long. Yo, Conrad was roasting me for like a good half an hour. I wanted to get off the call. Like, why am I even on this call right now? And then Marvis jumped in. He had to like join in the fun, kick me while I was down. He was like, "Yo, Coletta, are you trying to start a modem on the car or something?" It wasn't even that bad. Y'all just exaggerating.
I'd be like, take your time, bro. Don't hurt yourself.
I'm saying, so I get it. Hey, listen, when you say you know, people talking about you and shit, I get it because you know, like I was teased a lot growing up about that, and I'm teased now that I'm grown from these guys. And my wife, she teases me like, you know, you can't have an argument with her, and because that's when mine really come out when I'm really angry about something, and I can't even get the word out, and she'll shut up, you know, or she'll say something like, "Okay, well, you know, let's try again. Slow down." So what are you trying to say?
Yeah, there is power though in kind of owning that, right? Like in owning your insecurities and having people like you guys to help bring you up around it. You know, like to show it's not that big a deal, right? Like like Matt actually says, because you're gonna mispronounce something, just roll with it. It's like you're right. Thanks, my chow toy. You know, it's gonna happen. Josh Brown says it's about the community. Before IG, I had made a new adult friend in probably over a decade. There you go. Yep. Wicked says you guys made Wednesday night. Bless. You never know the impact you really have. Keep up the momentum. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. And I Am Batman says you would never know to your stutter. So there you go. There you go. This is funny. Dom says, notice how I've never mispronounced his name. And Wicked says, that's impressive because I could barely read your last name. Muchicaro. Yeah.
Hey, I thought his name said Murcielago.
Close enough.
I'm thinking about a Lambo.
Yeah. You're thinking about a Lambo. Ross says one of his things is he's a big time introvert. Dude, when we saw you there, you weren't an introvert, nothing. Like, yeah. So look at that. Bring it out on everybody.
Mm-hmm. You're part of the squad, baby.
That's it.
It's not a big a deal as you think it is when you come out and go to a con. Like we said it first time we went to a con, he was like, yo, everybody knows what we doing. Like we thought nobody knew. And we had to show them by being like one unit, come with a hoodie and all that. And people were like, yo, people knew that we were doing something. And then, you know, the next con is like, oh, people know. And it just lets you know, like, man, like people align with, you know, you doing something positive. Mm-hmm. And it feels great. All of that social media stuff where you feel like everybody's so far away, just go to a convention. I advise anybody who feels like their page is not growing, start showing up at some conventions and talk to people. And I think that'll bridge the gap a lot quicker than trying to meet them on socials and talk and have small talk. And I think that we were missing. And once we started doing that, we started to see a lot more of a result. And like you can talk to anybody. We walked up to Robo and Robo was in the near the bathroom, picking it, bro. Stepdaddy style, just with the hood, with the hat on.
So with his kangaroo hat.
With the kangaroo.
He's always got that hat. He's always got it.
Stepdaddy style.
I thought he'd be like fearing for his life because, you know, we're big guys. We're just standing around. He's like, no, I was going to be here anyway. I promise I'm not stalking anybody. He was cool.
Bathroom.
Cool.
Hey, I've made lifelong friends in the bathroom. That's what happens. D Blake says the most introverted people come out in flying colors at a toy show. You find your people. 100%. 100%.
And I must say, like, the way we are here, and I'm talking about Jay Shot and Machu, is exactly how we are in person.
Mm-hmm. They are.
And the first time I met Jay Shot and Machu, hugs, Gimbo, strong ass hugs.
He's a hugger.
Like, I'm like, yo, he was like, I got sweaty hands. I was like, fuck it, hug me. And then we just hug. And it's like, exactly how we are. So it's not like we're going to be like, oh, you know, I can't talk to you right now. You know, I'll talk to you later. Nah, we just like, you know, mixing it up and enjoying it, man.
I will say I'm 85% of the time like this. That other 15% is I get completely overwhelmed and aggravated with people. And you can usually tell. Just get away from me for a few minutes and I'll be back. I just need to recharge. You know. So.
Well, like there's the times in cons where your energy is just going off the charts, and I'm just trying to reel you back in because I'm like, there's 2 days of this con. You're gonna burn out day one.
I get really excited. You know, I get excited to see people. But it's also like you walk in. Sometimes you walk into that room and like people like, you know, you're seeing everybody, but you also want to go walk around and you're like completely overwhelmed and you're just like, you start to shut down. You know, it's like you know, it's like it's tough.
Yeah, and there's sometimes that you
it's
don't
a blessing.
Listen.
It's a blessing too.
Yeah, sometimes you don't listen to somebody you even talking to because there's just so much going on. Right. When I met Machu for the first time, he showed me the Wolverine and he said it and I just walked away. It's not because I just literally didn't know what the fuck, like, what was going on. I guess I was too excited, like what you saying. And Machu, I was like, yo, that's a dope ass room. He was like, yeah, I painted it. I made that. And that's all I heard. Like, but he was trying to tell me, yo, I have some, I'm selling it. So when I'm home and I'm noticed everybody's at Machu, thank you for the head score. I said, yo, Machu, what the fuck? You were selling heads? Yeah, I told you. I literally stood in front of you.
He was the first person I showed and tried to sell it to.
And what you don't know, collectors, he came over to me after talking to you and be like, people don't want to buy my heads. And I'm like, Just give
It's
it time,
true.
dude.
It's
Just
true.
Give it time. You'll be okay.
Yo, I was just like so excited and overwhelmed and just caught up in the whole excitement of it.
Yeah.
Like meeting my brothers and meeting everybody else, my other brothers in the toy community, and just seeing them and interacting with them. So I saw Machu. Oh shit, Machu! Oh, he showed me this dope ass Wolverine. I said, cool. And he said, yeah. I swear I did not hear. I'm selling these heads, but I was like, oh, you paid that? That's dope. I walked around.
You walked right up, and I'm like, I'm selling these. Go to sleep.
Machu's like, check this. Yeah, trying to sell it.
And then while I'm home, I'm DMing him. Yo, bro, why you didn't tell me?
That's why it took so long for you to get it. He was still mad. Chubsy Wubsy stopping by. Yo, love to the entire group. Again, we honor our tribal chief. Slacker Hacker.
Uncle.
Slacker Hacker says, you guys were the first people I met at Legion's Con. He was so pumped to be there, and you guys were out back. Yeah, so you actually, I don't know if I think we've told this story before. Slacker, you scared us a little bit because you were driving by, and Machu and I were standing outside poisoning the air, and Slacker drives by, tires screech, and he backs up, and he goes, Machu, J-Shot! And I'm like, who do I owe money to? And how much is this? And
who do I owe heads to?
Yeah, he's like, Slacker Hacker, I love you guys. We're like, oh, cool. And then he's like, I want to show you what's in our trunk. And I had like 9-1. Like, yeah, let me see what's in your trunk, buddy. But it was really cool, dude. Like that made that, like, you know, that gives you back that energy then to like just keep going. And
yeah, that's stuff. Cool, bro.
So,
yeah, this is for Chubbs right here.
That's for Chubbs.
This is for Chubbsy. Let's say it. Blow it up.
Blow it up. Yeah.
Honor our tribal chief.
All right, bro.
That's dope.
Calling this one a throwback because that's not the situation currently.
Yeah, it's not currently, no.
It was OG.
Yeah.
OG.
I like that though. That's hard.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Oh man. All right, so we're overtime, which I love because we were just going, dude. So if you guys are good, we'll keep going a little bit longer. But I know that, you know, I think Collector, you're probably what, 10% battery at this point.
Yeah.
You know,
I swear my phone did say 15. You're really close.
Yeah, we got to get going.
Overheating.
Yeah, comrades, it's way past comrades' bedtime. So, you know, marvelous. Well, we can hang out for a bit if you want. But want to make sure we talk about this, right? You got Machu's episode is going to drop Sunday.
Yes.
You know, and we got to make sure everybody's going over to check your social, subscribe, get their YouTube, get their individuals and their, you know, their profiles on Instagram and the GrownAssMenToyz tag. 72,000, like would you say 7.2 thousand or 72,000? That's awesome, man. That's really cool.
1,000 participants in the hashtag GrownAssMenToyz, all one word with a Z on the end. Use it and collaborate with the page. The actual GrownAssMenToyz account has an underscore after it. With a Z and an underscore. And yeah, we definitely support all of toy photography, anything creative you can do. We just collaborate with you, and you'll see the podcast snippets on that page as well. Accounts, and we run promo for the podcast coming up as well as after. You'll see like a little clip on the IG, and this movie, you know, just YouTube has everything.
Yep. And definitely make sure you check out the episode with Machu this weekend because I think I don't remember, it was all a blur. Did we like offer a code or something to buy a t-shirt since we're all rocking them? You got t-shirt code for free shipping or something in there.
Yep.
But you got to watch the episode. I'm not going to tell it to you now. You got to watch the episode.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys got? What do you guys got going on? What do you want to promote? We'll go around the room here. So Marvelous, what do you got, man? Where can we find you next? What do you got dropping next? When's the next giveaway? Sorry.
So as far as giveaway, we don't have anything as a giveaway yet. We are trying to get our YouTube to 1K, and we're almost there. So once we hit that 1K mark, we're all three collectively going to buy something crazy.
Yeah,
and we're going to do a crazy, big crazy giveaway.
Yeah. So in other words, no Marvel Legends, no McFarlane's.
No, it's gonna be some crazy shit. So that's the only next giveaway that we're doing at the moment.
Okay.
I also want to say really quickly, GrownAssMenToyz was created to help out the little guy, as I want to say, because, you know, a lot of times people with smaller pages, no matter how dope their work is, it gets overlooked. You know, because I was telling my wife yesterday, Instagram, the toy community, it almost reminds me of, like, I used to do music, I used to rap, and it kind of reminds me of the music industry. It's all about, you know, popularity and fame and shit like that. Like, the upcoming people, you don't get love. If you're already on and people know who you are and you have a name, you have a huge social account, then you get all the love, you get all the attention. The little guys just have to sit there and watch. So that's why GrownAssMenToyz was created, to try to give the little guy some shine. That's why we do a lot of interviews, toy room tours with unknown people or people who never did a podcast before, people who never had their camera on their face, because we want to give you an opportunity as well to show, because listen, we all doing the same thing, man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We all doing the same thing. So that's why GrownAssMenToyz was created. And I just wanted to put that out there.
No, I love that. Love that.
Yep.
That's it. Conrad, what do you got going on? Dad, you can talk. I don't want to cut you off. We gotta make sure we don't cut you off.
Maybe
Hang on. You can't hear you. Sorry.
you got it. That's good. That's good stuff.
I'll stop.
Just unboxings. And content on the podcast, and maybe some sales. Maybe I'll sprinkle some sales in there.
I like you said maybe some sales, maybe. Yeah.
Knowing he's gonna do it anyway, right?
He's gonna have one after the show.
After the show. Telling you, after the show.
Maybe.
Collector, what do you got?
Man, pretty much just is pretty much the same thing what Marvel is saying, and just the GrownAssMenToyz on Sunday room tour. Then we got the wrestling recap on Tuesdays, and then on Thursdays Collectors Corners, which everyone who wants to jump in there could jump in there. We all just gonna hang out the way we are hanging out here. So don't be shy. We're gonna put out the invite. You could jump in. Just don't be super weird about it. Just hang out with us, talk about figures, talk about what you're working on, either it's customizing or diorama making, or even you working on a dope photo. And if you need some ideas, maybe you could teach us something.
Yeah.
So don't be shy, just jump in there, hang out.
Yeah, you can always learn. Love it. I love it. Yeah, you gotta make sure that you get everybody subscribed. Go over there, check them out. Go back too and watch other stuff like the Boost Their channel. Let's go. Let's get that stuff.
That's man, for real.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to grow your page, let us know, and we subscribe to you too.
Yeah.
Why not?
Thanks.
Machi, what do you got going on outside? Rick Dom wants to know if you're going to be premiering your hair routine. So just gonna get that going.
Tomorrow is Enablers on Toying Around channel, so that's at 9 p.m. But I'll be checking out Collector's Corner before that.
Nice.
Actually, hopefully I'll be checking, because I have to go. I'm going to see Thunderbolts tomorrow.
Nice.
But in the afternoon.
Oh, it's out. Damn.
Tomorrow, yeah. Comes out tomorrow.
Conrad, don't worry. You cannot see it on bootleg. Don't even try it, bro.
I could do what I want. Okay.
I do what I want. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna try to do that myself. I'm gonna try to go see it tomorrow.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. So.
Yeah. I heard it was good though.
I hope the hype is real. I'm hoping the hype is real.
Gotta be good, bro. It gotta be good.
I hope so. Oh. All right, cool. I will be on They're Not Dolls tomorrow with the Migos. So, tune into that with everything else that's going on. Try to find some time to make that happen. But and don't forget, at the very least, all 5 of us will be together at Legion's Con this year. So excited for that, man. Really, really excited for that. And to see you guys in person again. Collector Comrade Marvelous, thank you so much for being here. And to everybody watching, whether you're watching live or on the replay, we appreciate the hell out of you. We wouldn't be here without you. None of us would be. It's the reason why we keep doing it. So, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And I love that we had some real talk tonight, which is great. And, appreciate the hell out of you guys. Thank you so much. And that's it, man. Let's go home. Let's go make some content. Go be some proud of yourself.
Let's do it.
Baby, we got to go outside. Let's do it. So now I'm going to go sleep. Watch you.
Peace. Peace.